I would like to welcome Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali in his maiden visit to Malaysia with the members of his delegation. Now, Ethiopia is, of course, not as close as we do expect, but it is a long tradition, historical, sentimental, with Malaysia. And I mentioned to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali, that he would be surprised that an ordinary Malaysian would know Habasha, those days we call, or Ethiopia. And with strong sentiment and affection. Because the first emigration, as he said, by the Prophet's uncle to Habasha during the reign of King Najashi, a Christian king, and throughout Islamic history considered to be a just, compassionate king who gave protection to the Muslims when they were under siege and being oppressed by the Quraysh from Mecca. So it's always something that we view first, the honor, respect given by a just, compassionate king, Christian king, to the Muslims. And for us in Malaysia, where we have is a multi-religious country with Muslim majority, but we have substantial number of Christians and Buddhists and Hindus and other religions, this message is, to me, very pertinent. It helps us. So this historical context. And of course, after mentioning that, Prime Minister Abiy immediately told me, but yeah, don't forget Bilal. Because Bilal is from Ethiopia, from Habasha. And from a slave, given freedom, and elevated as a companion of the Prophet, and later became governor of Medina. So you see that is the history. It's like a part of our history, Ethiopia. And now we have the Prime Minister here, and that's why I just consider him to be part of the great family. And I think his visit, other than, of course, focusing on trade, bilateral relations, economy, energy, food technology, I cannot ignore the fact that it is, of course, an important country to us, made major inroad into Africa, and he, under his stewardship, many of you may not be that familiar, is a phenomenal growth. He has affected so much change and reform in Ethiopia, and there's so much things in common. We did suffered a very turbulent period in our lives, and he's given entrusted this great job, but he has done it. And if you study development, recent development in Ethiopia, you would see how the economy, the governance, the anti-corruption drive, the changes, the quality of education, the airlines, in every field you have grown. And I think in all humility, I must say, in Malaysia, we should emulate your success, learn from your experience, and sharing part of our experience and contribution in trying to make sure that Malaysia remains stable, peaceful country, but at the same time, propel its economy. So, my dear friend and brother, Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, may I again assure you that this is not a normal encounter between representative countries, but among family members, and we want to ensure that this first major visit by an African leader, and incidentally, Ethiopia is one of the largest African countries, a major country in its ability to foster African unity and collaboration. And you have given this sort of recognition to us, and we do honor and appreciate. And finally, on BRICS, you know, he just came back from the BRICS meeting. And on behalf of the government, I must again express my profound appreciation and thanks, because even before my meeting him or even communicating with him, he was one of the pillars, important member of the original BRICS. They gave full, unequivocal support to Malaysia to be part of BRICS. So thank you again.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, for your warm welcome accorded to me and my delegation, who've been witnessing how generous people, how generous country, and how generous Prime Minister to afford such a kind hospitality for me and my delegation. I had the great opportunity to see your cities since our arrival. I have visited Botanical Garden, a very beautiful green space. I also had a chance to visit Proton Assembly, which shows the capability of Malaysia in terms of working together on industry sector. Similarly, my delegation and I enjoyed an evening walk around Petronas Towers. We have witnessed space, green space, clean street, clean walkway, and very beautiful infrastructure, which invites people to walk more. That's why I walked more than 2 hours. And most of my delegation could make it to walk for 2 hours. Some of them, they couldn't finish the race. It shows how difficult it was, but we have enjoyed a lot. Our discussion today, we have renewed our bilateral relationship and our friendship. As I have said earlier, it's tested through time that we have a very long-standing diplomatic ties, more than half a century. And this relationship requires to be renewed, to be strengthened by the visit of this kind. We have also agreed to deepen our collaboration across several key areas: agriculture, industry, mining, trade and investment. There are plenty of opportunities from both sides. The discussion was very fruitful so as to enhance our cooperation in all sectors. And I take this opportunity to encourage Malaysian businesses to seize the opportunity in Ethiopia, which is rapidly growing economy. There are lots of opportunities. My administration and myself are devoted to support private sector from Malaysia, which I've sent through my dear friend Prime Minister Anwar. My office will support you. Come and seize the opportunity. And I'm sure through private sector, through tourism, through G2G relationship, we will definitely strengthen our bilateral relationship. There are plenty of areas that Ethiopia could learn from this great country. In terms of federal system, we also follow federal system. In terms of exercising democracy, there are areas that we can learn from you. We are building infrastructures. There are plenty of areas that we can learn from Malaysia in terms of modernizing our cities and building our infrastructures. So in conclusion, Mr. Prime Minister, once again, I extend my sincere thanks to you and to the people of Malaysia, which is a very calm, grounded, smiling people. Through walk, I have witnessed how the people of Malaysia is loving and smiling. That's a very warm feeling that we have yesterday when we walk across the city area. So Ethiopia looks forward to continue our close collaboration. And I look forward to welcome you in Ethiopia to visit the capital city of Africa. And we are more than willing to reciprocate what we have witnessed as a friendly and brotherly reception. You will definitely enjoy visiting Ethiopia because there are lots of history, culture, beautiful sceneries, not exactly like you, but a very warm and smiling people as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Excellency Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the conclusion of our joint press conference.